And now to remember to unmute myself and to unmute everything and hope that I've clicked everything, because I don't trust myself to click things. Despite working in IT for a long time now, I am terrible with computers and clicking things. You'd expect more from me, but you can't. I'm just rubbish. But anyway, so I got up to part 9, or rather the end of part 8, where you choose which path you want to take. So I saved there. So I'm going to load up that save, and then I'm going to make the choice, which will then put me in part 9. So, as I mentioned at the end of the last stream, I'm going to be taking the Harmony path. So now I just have to get it loaded up. And now this means I'm just going to make sure I'm going to load the right one, because I have the part 8 from my first playthrough, and then my New Game Plus one, which is separate. So I shall load up this, click yes, and load up that one, because I wouldn't want to load up the wrong one and then do non-New Game Plus. So he means so much to me, that's nice. I've already saved. I'll save again because I'm like that, and I'll probably just save over the part 6 one. And why is everything buzzing? It's my own alert that I'm going live. Yes, I'm aware that I'm going live. Thanks, Fitbit. Where am I? Yes, cool. So last time, in my first playthrough, I chose Stay with Agumon, which starts off the Wrathful route. I'm going with Save the World, which is Harmony. And now all this is new, so I won't be able to skip like I was doing with the first chunk of my New Game Plus, because my understanding at least is that from here on it splits, which is kind of funny that it splits from such a small thing on, even though the 3 options of whatever the moral one is, because I haven't seen it, Stay with Agumon and Save the World, they both result in you going to the digital world, but all 3 of them have, as far as I'm aware, have different changes to what actually happens from then on. So it's kind of funny that it splits just from such like a weird little choice. You're still going to save everything. Okay, so let me skip this part. So I guess this is somewhat the same, but this is still part 8. But yeah, I'm wondering if there's any text that's the same, or if it's just completely... Okay, that part is the same, obviously. And now it is part 9. Oh no, I don't like how it's focusing on Mew. And also, hello, Lazy Croconaw. Yeah, I'm doing the truthful path last. I'm really concerned that it's now giving me Miyu stuff and Kaito stuff. I'm concerned. Oh, she has a stalker? I don't like that. Oh. Yeah, I was concerned in the Wrathful playthrough, but now I'm concerned that it always focuses on the character that they're about to kill, and I really don't like that. Okay, she actually has a stalker? Oh, Mew. Oh, this is really sad. Oh, what? This is really dark? Oh, this is so dark. Oh, if something happens to her, Kaito is just gonna go off, like, the rails, off the everything possible. Okay, so this part is I can skip. Which I guess makes sense, because I would appear the same way. talk about are these. These are alignment ones. And yeah, that's a really depressing and dark topic, and I'm very concerned about her because she is very young. Like everyone else, they're kind of like, I mean, they're still young, they're still teenagers, but they're like older teenagers. I think they range from like 16 to 18 from memory. But Miu's just like, she's a kid. And she's getting like, I don't know, I guess victim blamed because this stalker is saying that they're dating. That is just exceptionally, like, just dark. Like, why is the game like this? Again, it's good that I'm feeling this way, but also, it's just a little bit too realistic. I mean, it's surprising that a game that has Digimon and that has such, like, you know, sci-fi elements will be as sort of realistic and have these realistic but depressing angles. Yeah, I think the eldest are 18, and I think maybe the youngest is 17, maybe. But Miu, I think, is like, she's like 12, maybe. I need to look at the ages if they're actually said somewhere. Who have we got options to talk to? And I've got my affinity sheet up here. Oh, Saki's 12? Wow, I thought that she was, like, older. She doesn't look 12. She looks... If she's only a year older than Miu, she looks like a lot older than Miu. Yeah, she looks like several years older. I mean, yeah, she's shorter, but I like, she doesn't look that different. Are these? I can't even tell. I'm wearing my glasses and I still can't tell if they're colours or not. Okay, so I apparently either choose Saki or... Oh, let's see, who's higher? Okay, I want to do one that... yeah, Saki's nice. Saki's at 69. Okay, 11. So yeah, the same age as the typical Digimon protagonists. But it's funny how she looks... Never mind, Google. Every time. Yeah, I'll do the one that boosts... she healed everyone. But yeah, so it's funny how the child character in every series or every game looks very much the same or very similar in age, but they've all looked different, except for, I guess, Susie from Tamers, who, and this is the fault of the dub, like I don't often have much to complain about in terms of the dub, but the fact that they made Susie sound like she's about 4 when she's only 7 is just weird. And yeah, the fact that each character has kind of like a darkness is really like... Well, as I was saying before, it's like this game feels surprisingly realistic despite the fact that it has all these sci-fi elements, despite the fact that there are monsters, despite the fact that we are in a different world. It's surprising. We've got all these realistic aspects. Depressingly realistic. Really, I thought they were older. I thought I read that, like, the older characters are... Now let's see if this does anything. Okay, so leave him alone. Yeah, so I don't know why, but I feel like I've read somewhere that Shuji was 18, but it might have just been a headcanon or something. The most weird thing is that Takuma has goals. Yeah. Oh, jeez, it started raining really heavily. Where do I... Oh, it's one of these. So I just have to go to a place and it starts an event, I guess. Siakamon. Oh no, Siakamon, we're gonna have some dark... Oh, I get concerned. I love Siakamon so much. I don't know, I've always felt that Kaito feels like reasonably protective over his sister. I don't feel like it is... I mean, it's overbearing, yes, but it's not... It doesn't feel like it's unreasonably so, if that makes sense. And I know I've said that literally every time I stream, so I'm a broken record here. But it doesn't really strike me as like a terribly terrible way to be overprotective. It feels kind of reasonable. But then you've got to remember, they are in a world with monsters. That feels kind of normal to be concerned. But I guess we've just got to assume that he's this overprotective when there's not the situation there. Yeah, absolutely. With the stalker backstory, that makes it feel very reasonable that he's overprotective. Though it did say at the start that that Kaito didn't believe her. Okay, apparently that doesn't give me a choice to do anything. What else have I got? I wonder when I'll be able to do some evolutions to Mega, because I'm fairly certain I've read that it was 70, and I've got Kaito to 70. I should probably get some more characters to 70. At least Minoru and Saki are almost there. Oh, it's in the next part? I've got the heebie-jeebies. I know exactly what you mean, Dracomon. Yep, Agumon got there, didn't he? No, it's this part, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. For some reason I thought that it was in the last part, but no, you're absolutely right. It's I think it's when the Renzoku first show up. I think. I honestly can't remember how. I thought I needed to find the professor. Hey, it has been a while. How you doing? I don't think there's any benefit of me going through this part again since I've already gone through it, but just in case. Is this the chapter with the really annoying Piedmon battle, or was that? I think no, that might have been chapter 10. Yeah, I remember that the Saki one was in the park, so I'm not sure if this one's also in the park. Very concerned about Miyu, though. No, the really annoying Paimon battle. The one where, like, in my first playthrough, he kept on dodging my attacks, because there's quite a few Paimon playthroughs. The one, I think it might have been... Well, I can go through, look at my VODs, because I remember the thumbnail being like, I'm the best at video games, or something. Or maybe that was the title. I'm just going to put my mons down and make it auto-battle. Yeah, it was chapter 11. Yeah, you're right, Lazy Croconaw. So that's the battle I get to look forward to. The one that was just really... yeah, the one that I was talking about, not the Paimon battle from before I returned to the real world. Because there's a few Paimon battles. I meant the very specific one that I kept on missing. And yeah, that was... Lazy Croconaw was right. I just went through the VODs and it was part 11. Yeah, I'm the best at video games because I put it to very easy. It's still really funny to me that they gave me Plutomon. Yeah, it's really, like, that's why, I mean, the other Paimon battles weren't too bad. It's just that specific one in part 11, he was just constantly missing. I mean, I was constantly missing, he was constantly dodging my attacks. And was just, yeah, would effectively one-hit a lot of my mons. And even when he didn't one-hit them, even if he was doing small amounts of damage, or small-ish amounts, he would still dodge my attacks. And every time he dodged an attack, he would get a chance to counter. So I would have him, like, dodge an attack and then immediately one-hit my guy, and that was just... I was just like, nah, I'm spending too much on this fight. There is never any shame in making a game easy. Oh yeah, I would absolutely probably be able to one-hit him with any of my dudes this time. However, I mean, and I have in my previous Paimon fights that I've done, but I don't know what they did with the accuracy in part 11 in the Wrathful playthrough, but I just really struggled there. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Mega Evolutions for the other characters. I love Blossommon's voice, but it's still so funny that Saki's like, please be something cute, and then just becomes a monster. Yeah, or I was unlucky. But Paimon wasn't that bad in the other battles against Paimon that I've had. It's just that specific battle. Thanks, Pudomon. How are the turntables? Plutomon's voice is so cool. I wonder if Miyuki dies in this in the Harmony path. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm too lazy to do those, the memories. Is that green? Yeah. I'm really excited to see what the other Mega Evolutions are. Is this one? Let me guess. Where's my affinity sheet? There's my affinity sheet. I can't see if that's... I don't think that's any of them there. I'm just gonna be hopeful. Wait, this one. Alright, it's only giving me Wrathful or Moral. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Though I struggled more with that Piedmon than with the actual with Plutomon and then Plutomon Master Form or whatever it was called. But to be fair, the Plutomon Master Form or the Master or whatever I was fighting was just so funny. I'm not sure if you were there for that, but I found that I could put Mugendramon around the corner and then just hit him, and he couldn't hit me because he couldn't move. So that was very funny to me. Alright, so what am I doing? I think, well, considering they gave me the Miyu at the start of the chapter, and this chapter focuses on Miyu, I'm gonna say Miyu. Let's see, what is this one? I'm really glad that people are watching the VODs on YouTube and stuff. Makes me happy. It makes me happy when anyone watches any of my stuff. I'm like, yay! I might actually reach my the goal that I wanted for the end of August in terms of subscribers on YouTube, by the way. I'm 105 subscribers away from my end of month goal, so I might actually make it, maybe. Hope so. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube already, please do so. Yeah, the Wrathful path was really cool. I don't know if any path can top it. I'm assuming Truthful will, because that's kind of the point. But I really, really, really enjoyed the ending for the Wrathful route. Poor Saki. Where am I? There I am. Making sure my affinity sheet. Wow, because it's on Google Docs, this sheet, every time I have it up, it just brightens everything. And it just reflects off my skin, so I'm just gonna open up YouTube again just because it's got a darker screen. Why? Who's SMSing me? Oh, I need to put my Fitbit on charge. Oh, really? Where's my Fitbit charger? Here we are. That's interesting. Which means I'm excited for the other endings. Like, if the other endings can top... Oops. I pressed the back of controller buttons again. But yeah, if the other endings can top the Wrathful ending, that's just... This so far is probably my favourite Digimon game. Like, it just feels... There's definitely things that it could definitely improve on, like, and have in a Survive 2 or whatever if they did another one, but I feel like this is probably the Digimon game for me. It's the one I've liked the most, and I've liked the other Digimon games, but this one I've just enjoyed more. Though I've also really enjoyed streaming it. It's been really fun to, like, talk to people and to have theories about what's happening and to sort of experience it with people, and so that's been exciting as well. And, like, when Cyber Sleuth came out, there was still, like, a lot of people talking in, you know, in the Digimon community and fandom and everything, and I still had my Digimon podcast was still running then. I think it just started, or was it just in it? Yeah, I think it had just started or something. So I was sort of talking about it with people, but it was a pretty sleepy fandom. There weren't that many people talking about it, so it's really, really nice to have a lot of people talking about this game. See, I don't really play that many games as they come out. It was mainly the games I played this year have been this Survive, obviously, and Arceus in terms of new releases. And Arceus, like Legends Arceus, was just a great game. I mean, I would argue that Survive has great replayability because by the time you're finished with every path, you've put already, like, what, 100 hours, 200 hours into the game? In terms of replaying Cyber Sleuth or Hacker's Memory, there's only, it's linear. There's no, like, other stuff that happen. So, I think Kaito was also there for me to talk to, yep. So, in terms of those, like, while the game might be longer for Cyber Sleuth, I think I put in 100 hours to finish it. Oh, thereabouts. And same with Hacker's Memory. That's still a long time. That's a lot of time put into a game. And there's other, like, side missions and side quests you can do, and you can collect the medals and everything. But I just found that those games I'm not really running back to, especially because there's no skip dialogue button. Like, I really needed that in Cyber Sleuth. In terms of the translation, Survive's translation isn't as bad as Cyber Sleuth, so that's fine. And yeah, I guess that's the same for replayability, but with Pokemon games, I don't really feel like restarting a Pokemon game ever. I'm just, where am I need to go? But yeah, appreciative. Though there are a few games coming out near the end of this year that I've got on pre-order that I'm pretty excited for. Like, it's got I almost said the Kaito game, no. There's a Taiko game coming out which I'm hyped for. There's obviously the new Pokemon game. That's always exciting. No Man's Sky is coming to Switch. And yeah, you can do Nuzlocke on Pokemon games. The other thing I like to do, because I loved Sword and Shield so much, right? So I bought Shield as well as Sword. Like, I'd finished Sword and I'm like, I have to play this again. So I bought Shield to play it. And I loved it so much. But with my playthrough of Shield, I ended up challenging myself to have an all-water team. So that was fun. Like, it was sort of like an extra level of difficulty for it. Oh, that's right. I have to go through and find the little mons that are hiding. I was focusing too much on affinity. Okay, I think I've upped everyone's affinity that I want to up anyway. So I can look at these little guys. But yeah, in terms of what I'm going to be doing in today's stream, I originally planned to just do part 9. It depends on how quickly I get through part 9. I might do part 10 as well on this stream. Yeah, I'm really excited for the new Pokemon. But it's a shame that you missed out on Sword and Shield, because I honestly, a lot of people didn't like it, and a lot of people do have like valid concerns or complaints about it. But for me, Sword and Shield was just exactly what I wanted to play. It was exactly what I wanted in Pokemon. I loved the wild area. Some people didn't, and that's valid. They would have liked a less linear game, because the game is sort of like you just go down paths and then you're in the next town. I appreciated that, because when I play one of the older games and I have to oh gosh, I have to go through this cave and it's going to take me ages, there wasn't really that in Sword and Shield, because it was just a straight line. The profiles as in... Oh yeah, with the expansions, reading the episodes parts. Like these parts is what you mean? But yeah, the expansions are... That's exactly what I wanted from... Instead of having the third game, which is a sequel, either a third game or just an additional thing that's not really a sequel, it's got added stuff, like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. They count as a third game, even though there's 2 games there. So I really appreciated that instead of a $90 game, it was $50. Oh yeah, I don't mind the dex cut at all. It's still an insane roster. It's still several hundred monsters. I felt like it was only a matter of time for Pokemon to do that. Pokemon's had such an insane amount of characters, and maybe that's just because I play Digimon games. There's never been a Digimon game since, I guess, the start, where every single Digimon has been in it. Even the ones at the start were still missing a few Digimon, because there's always been such a large number of Digimon, and it's never been an issue. There's just so many Digimon, and likewise, there's so many Pokemon. So I don't mind the dex cut. It actually made me have Pokemon that I might not usually have. I didn't play games to read, I play games to play games. Yeah, the cut is completely normal for, when they were hey, not all Pokemon are going to be in Pokemon, I'm like, that makes sense. There are a lot of Pokemon. And also, there are things, and also, you've got to remember that there's Pokemon, and then they've got their shiny forms, or their regional variants. And then they've also got their differences between male and female. And then there's ones the ones that just have different colouring for whatever reason. That's not shiny and just a different variant of it. And they're all different models. So you've got to think about that. Yeah, I've got the third Shin Megami Tensei game on this, and I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it one day. I've only played Devil Survivor on the DS, and it wasn't a legitimate copy. It wasn't a legitimate copy. It was on my R4 card, and it got corrupted, and I lost my save, and I never finished it. But I really, really liked it, so I'm looking forward to seeing more characters. Yeah, I feel like a lot of like Pokemon fans who complain about Pokemon have not played many other games. Like, who obsesses over a tree? Who like takes zoomed in close-ups of some random tree in a video game and says that tree looks bad? That's just like look at that, the pillar behind her. It's just drawn. I don't know. I don't complain about video games. Illegal coffee. Yeah, I don't know why I can't put words together. I don't know who let me run a podcast where putting words together for 7 years is a thing. Devil Survivor's intro, like, song is just top as well. Like, I play Persona games, so my first one was Persona 4 Golden, yes. And then I tried to go back and played, I've got hiccups now, that's really annoying. I tried to go back and played Persona 3, but it's not good to go back and play older games. And also, when you die in that game, you die. And in Persona 4, it just kind of kicks you back. It goes back to your save, and you lose a lot of progress if you forget to save. I don't see many hot takes about Pokemon. I don't follow enough Pokemon people. Like, I don't mind if they're reusing assets. Like, if the assets are good, like, and they're on the same engine, I've seen a lot of games reuse assets. It's not a big deal. And unless there's a way to improve on them, the asset's gonna look the same anyway. Even if they do remake it, the asset's gonna look similar enough that you probably couldn't tell anyway. Oh, my babies. Dum, 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 dum. I probably should take care of my Tamagotchi, because I am bad at Tamagotchis. And yeah, absolutely, reused assets give you time to do other things. Like, I don't know. I love Pokemon games, but I don't understand Pokemon fans. Like, the ones that are super, like, again, they spend so much time obsessing over a tree that's in the background. I'm not going to focus on things in the background because they're not meant to be focused on. That's probably why if someone's animating something, they're not going to put effort into a background. I saw people saying that Game Freak lied, but I never actually saw what Game Freak had to say on the matter. So this is a new battle. I don't remember protecting the these guys, so that's exciting. That's something new. I'm still gonna put it on auto so I can focus on the conversation rather than the battle. Oh, there was a press conference today? I haven't even watched any of the latest, I almost said Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet. I haven't watched any more of their trailers except for the first one that starts off in a museum. I already know I'm gonna get the game. I don't need to like get overhyped for it. I'm already as hyped as I will probably be anyway. I'm just gonna enjoy the game when it comes out. Like, I don't really watch those trailers. Yeah, when people start sending threats, like, I understand being upset or being disappointed that a game doesn't look good, or that you think that this company owes you something, or, I don't know, you're annoyed with the company. It's fine to be annoyed by something, but don't send threats. At the end of the day, it's just a Pokemon game. Like, I love Pokemon games. Just enjoy them. Like, I don't know. I enjoy things. I really like enjoying things. Like, sure, you can be salty about something, but you could also be happy. See, I prefer not seeing the new Pokemon because I get to, like... I mean, I don't get sad if I see one on Twitter, that's gonna be fine. But I'm not gonna, like, look up the entire decks just because I like sort of seeing them on my own, if that makes sense. But I know it's impossible to avoid seeing the new Pokemon on Twitter or something, and I'm not gonna cut myself off the internet until the game releases. I'm getting a spam call. How exciting. I'm not going to answer that. But if you're debating about getting the game, in that case, like, wait for reviews, I guess. In the case of Digimon Survive, the review copies didn't come out in time, but Pokemon will be different, obviously. The review copies will come out, like, weeks before. So, in that case, yeah, if someone's still sitting on the fence, you've got review copies for that. And we're waiting for people to review the game. And there's always your friendly neighborhood streamers and YouTubers who you can watch gameplay of, which I'm probably not going to try to get a review copy for that. I wouldn't even know who to contact for a review copy of a Pokemon game. So I'll just be getting it on release. Like, you know, just an everyday person. But in any case, I'll be definitely still streaming it. Unless something terrible comes up. I think Simpsons is fine. If you find anybody and you ask them, hey, what was the golden age of The Simpsons? They're all gonna tell you a different series. Like... Or they're gonna say, hey, I don't know the series because I'm, I don't know, a normal person. But they'll give you, like, a couple of episodes. And each person will give you a different, like, range of episodes. No one will give you the same answer. The golden age of Simpsons changes depending on who you're talking to, because it tends to be largely impacted with what series that they used to watch the most. Like, the series I remember were, like, I don't know the actual series numbers. It's the one, there's like, one of the earlier ones, there's like the one where, I think, Lisa goes tap dancing and goes tappa tappa tappa, and then there's like the X-Files crossover. I remember that, like, that area of The Simpsons, and I would, like, for me, that's like, where I get, like, people saying golden era of The Simpsons, but really it's just what makes you nostalgic for The Simpsons. Yeah, this is where Saki died in the wrathful ending. In terms of new episodes of The Simpsons, I've seen a couple of the episodes. I watch Christmas Simpsons episode every year. I love Christmas. I love Christmas so much. It is my favourite thing. I would give up my birthday if I could have a Christmas twice a year instead. I love the decorations. I love Christmas movies. I love the spirit. I love everything Christmas. I love Christmas so much. So I love watching things relating to Christmas. So I'm so concerned for Mew. But in terms of I still watch the Simpsons Christmas episodes, and there was a part that genuinely just made me laugh in one of the recent Chris Simpsons episodes, and it's Sideshow Bob, and his I think he's got like a girlfriend, and she's like, I got you a gift, and it's the rake, and Sideshow Bob makes the noise that he makes, like the noise about the rake, and it was just the funniest thing. And I get it, the joke just exists as a nostalgia joke, but yeah, it just made me laugh a lot. But yeah, I don't think the new episodes of The Simpsons are bad or anything. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to being concerned about Mew. Yeah, if something happens to Mew, oh no, this is just, oh no. Oh, did Kaito kill someone for Mew? Did he kill the stalker? That was cool. But yeah, did Kaito just straight up kill the stalker? Like, that's cool. Like, well done. Like, nice work, Kaito. Yeah, it's surprising that red blood also exists, yeah. You know, things are about to go down when they color, like, blood the correct color in something. I can't even remember, what was the color of blood in, like, Persona games? Unless they just didn't show it, but I feel like Persona 4 must have. Alright, who am I gonna put in this battle? Apparently I only have the choice to put in one character. It's gonna be Spinomon, because I love him. I do like a good dino. You can never go wrong with a dino. And again, I can put it in auto battle. So I can look after the Digimon. Not the Digimon, the Tamagotchi. So I have the Jurassic Park Nano, which is cute. And yeah, red blood. I think this is where the evolution is, right? Unless I'm misremembering. Though then again, this is now quite different from the Wrathful Path. So it's kind of funny when I'm already Mugendramon and it's going to revert to Agumon just so I can evolve to... Oh, I don't even know who's Harmony. I guess... I'm trying to think of the other dinosaurs in the game. Dino Rexmon, I think, is in this game. I'm gonna say Dino Rexmon. Here we are. We're reverting back to Agumon for the cutscene. Oh, Mew. Concern. This definitely has a different, like, tone to the Saki one. Evolution time. I do love a good evolution time. I love these evolution animations so much. It makes me all the more sad that we didn't get the Dracomon to Sanglutmon one. And who is it gonna be? Hey, I think it is Dino-Rexmon! A buddy, a friend, a big buff dinosaur man. Body goals. He looks so dumb. I love him. He's so cool. Whoa. You need to look at the... I never realized that his toenails are like that before. I love how he just sort of like picked... Like, he needs to cut his toenails. Like, come on, man. I love him. How do you even walk with toenails like that? Oh, wow, that's a big amount of space that covers. I have a dino team of Spinomon and Dinorexmon. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but how do you walk like that? Your middle toenail is effectively the size of the rest of your body. That is such a silly design. I love him though. It's not silly as in, oh, I hate it. It's silly as in, like, how does that even function? How do you move? I think I looked it up once because I lost a toenail. I run and I had shoes a little bit tight, and apparently you're just meant to lose toenails if you run, and I did. And I looked it up, like, can you exist without toenails? Apparently they help for, like, balance. Along with your pinky toe, it helps you balance. So I really need to know, how on earth does Dinorexmon balance? Like, look at that design. Like, look at even his movement even. It doesn't look comfortable because he's got huge toenails. Like, that's silly. I mean, I love him, but really, why his toenails like that? He just got these big toenails. Like, why? I'm like... It's a talon, but, like, talons don't, like, why? It's like, okay, this is what happened. When someone was designing Dinorexmon, they were like, here's a dinosaur. And then, I don't know, their boss or something went, IDK, don't, like, dinosaurs have talons. Like, can you add some talons? And, instead of adding them to where they typically have talons in, like, dinosaur designs and, like, you know, have them on their hands, they just put them on the middle toe. The thing is, like, you could lift your middle finger up and have a talon like that. It'd be like, like, I don't know. I'm focusing way too much on the fact that he has giant toenails. Imagine the grime that would get under the toenail. That's gross. Toenails are gross. I hate toenails. Yeah. I mean, surely that's based on a real dinosaur, right? Is there a dinosaur that scientists were like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we just had this dinosaur with, I don't know, giant toenails? I don't know. I love him so much, but the toenails are so big! Like, I don't know, I'm unreasonably obsessed with his toenails. I'm so concerned about Miu. It's really sad because she's gonna die, because it's Digimon Survive and that's kind of just what happens. But like, if she dies, she's the kid. I mean, I know Miyuki died in my Wrathful playthrough, but this is really sad. Like, and also Kaito's gonna freak out, and it's just gonna kill everyone's, like, morale. And I mean, I love that they're going this dark, but geez, they didn't have to, like, break my heart. Oh, I'm really not looking forward to this. They're all calling him Big Bro, that's cute. Um, just to, you know, hurt the wound more. I don't like how the music changed. Yeah. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this. Oh, Miu, you're so good. Oh, I don't like this. Don't turn your back on the demon. You dumb Dumby. You Dumbo. You big old dummy. You big dum-dum. Oh no, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. At least it wasn't as gory as, you know, blood splattering everywhere like we had with Ryo or Shuji, but geez, that was still horrifying. Oh, Syokomon. It's somehow always sadder when the Digimon dies. Like, I mean, I'm sad for the human, but I think it's just me remembering that how Kunemon just sort of faded out and just went QQ and then just vanished. Like, that's still one of the saddest things in the game. I mean, at least she got to perfect in my first playthrough, which was something. That's more than anybody else got. Or most characters, rather. Oh, Kaito's gonna have a bad time. God, this is really dark. Like, this death will break everyone, I mean, especially Kaito, but everyone, because nobody likes to see the youngest die. Yeah, this is like so, like, I don't know, Wrath was like, you know, it was sad, but this is like really going into it. Like, whoa. Yeah, so I'm gonna continue on in part 10 because I want to see some evolutions, but also I want to go some other places. Oh, cool! I can skip this part at least. Yeah, all the deaths are rough. Like the Miu dying, I kind of already knew would happen in another route because on my playthrough of chapter 9 in my first run, somebody said, "Oh, Miu died in mine," and I was like, "Cool, thanks." But it's not too bad because I assume that different characters die, but would have been nice to have a more like special reaction to Miu going to die. Yeah, this is it's dark seeing how like Kaito is suffering from this. Like with Saki's death again was sad, but the characters seem to like not. I mean, they cared, but they didn't seem this upset about it. Like it was really only Aoi who was suffering because of Saki's death. But Kaito is actually just broken more than like he seems. I mean, understandably upset. Yeah, it does feel a little bit of a parallel between Wrath and Harmony. But I hope it goes for a different outcome. Like, I hope it's not just an exact, like, thing with what happened with Wrath, with just different characters swapped. I hope that it's more than just that. Like, the death itself was different enough from Saki's death in the Wrathful ending. But I'm hoping that it doesn't go the exact same way, except the characters are just changed. Like, that will feel a little bit, like, uninspired if it's not a completely unique, way that it's going to solve the story. Like, you know, Kaito goes off on his own, finds Piedmon, Piedmon kills him, kills Dracomon, and then they merge or something. I don't know. I hope it's not exactly the same as it was there. Like, that'll be kind of annoying. And please, nobody tell me in chat if that happens or not. I want to experience it on my own, but it's just kind of going to be a little bit sad and annoying if it's not unique. I mean, it's still going to be cool because it was a very cool thing what happened in the Wrathful ending with Plutomon. But I hope that it's something that's... Yeah, I hope that it's not just the exact same thing that we already saw in that case. And he's gone back to being mean to Dracomon, which is never a good thing. You should never be mean to your Digimon. Dracomon's so cool. Seems so excited by saying free action! Everybody's dying! Like, far too happy about that with that exclamation mark, buddy. Ooh, do we get some evolutions? Yeah, Dracomon's pretty cool. Pretty chill guy. Oh, that's sad. Oh dear. It's a demon. I legitimately have no idea who her megaform can be. I'm trying to think of who would be cool. Griffomon would be cool. I know that typically evolves from Blossomon. I mean, assuming this is an evolution moment. Yeah, please be something cute. I don't know, I feel like Griffomon would be cool. Who else was in, who else is Wind Guardians? I do love the evolutions. I'm guessing it's an evolution moment. My affinity's pretty high. Oh no, Saki's just gonna die. Yeah, I have a few characters at 70. Kaito's also at 70, but I don't think I'll be getting him to evolve because he's having a moment. I think Minoru might also be up to 70. So yeah, I think I've got a few characters to 70. Yeah, I'm gonna say Griffomon. I don't know. I like Griffomon, but I honestly also cannot think of any other. Oh, one of the newer ones, Hydramon, I guess could work. It's kind of sad they don't have voice acting for that part. Oh, doesn't it? Oh, that's sad. Who is it going to be? Oh, it's Ceresmon! Oh, that's cool! It's so nice to see Ceresmon around. It's not her, like, the cooler form, where she's, like, just a big bird. It's Ceresmon medium. That's the regular Ceresmon's just, like, a giant bird with plants attached. I was so excited, forgot to take a screenshot of that, but I'll take the video instead, and I guess I'll get a screenshot from the video. Yeah, that's so cool. I first found out about her when I played Digimon Heroes, back when that was around. But, that's super cool! Isn't she also one of the Olympus 12? Which Plutomon's kind of involved with? That's interesting. I'm super happy Ceresmon's in this. Ceresmon has not been in enough. Like, early on in the days of the Adventure reboot, I thought that we might get, like, Jogress forms for all the characters. And I was kind of hoping that we'd get, like, the regular Ceresmon, just regular Ceresmon, as being, like, a Jogress between Rosemon and Phoenixmon. That's insanely powerful with that range, yeah. Wow, what a cool evolution! And it's also really nice because I get extra megas in my fights, so that's gonna be nice. This Resmon's so cool. Ooh! Let's see who we get for Minoru. I'm gonna say Valdemon, I guess? Just, again, being boring and looking at the Digimon Accelerator Nature Genome roster, considering Valdemon's on that, and so is Original Falcomon and Yatagaramon. I can't remember, who was Falcomon's adult form again? I'm just drawing a complete blank. I can remember its perfect form being Yatagaramon because that's who I had them, like, for a long time. Diatrimon, that's right, Diatrimon's sick. How did I forget that? Yeah, because Diatrimon was also on the Nature Genome Axel. Yatagaramon was on that, so I'm going to say it's Valdemon. The big birdie. The non-Phoenixmon bird. I'm still so pumped over Ceresmon. I've been wanting Ceresmon to be, like, in something for a long time, and we finally get it. Like, that's cool. I love these two. It's kind of sad that these moments aren't voice acted. It's kind of sad that even though I've got the affinity for Kaito, I won't be getting Kaito to evolve in this run. I would assume so anyway. Hey, I think it is Valdemon! I think. Yep, it is. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, that looks so cool. I know why you said you think you can do it now, because, like, you're against a perfect level Digimon and you've got a Mega. Like, come on. Have a bit of faith. Whoa, look, he's so big. He's so big. Whoa, his movement. Oh, he's so big. Why is... Oh, I love him. Varudurumon. Oh, no, they did not translate the name well. Oh, Varudurumon. Oh, no, game. Come on. You gotta do more than just a literal translation. Varudorumon. It's not a Japanese word. Ah, I love this so much. This is cool. So far, the Mega Forms are very great. Very happy with these Megas, like, A+. Now, let's find out if I can get Labramon's one too. Oh, I don't, apparently. Let's see. What is she on? 57. Okay, so she's a little bit away. And, yeah, I'm sorry, Kaito. You will not be evolving despite having the affinity for it. I should get my affinity sheet up in case they start asking me questions. Oh, there's different affinity things if it's New Game Plus or not. That's cool. I mean, others. What others are there? There's... Okay, Aoi's just died. Oh, she's crouched down. Okay. Thought she just collapsed. I was about to say, oh, maybe I've had this before, but no, because Saki's there. But yeah, as for others, I don't think there are any others. Let's see. Which one? Apparently this one, but that is in non-New Game Plus. Apparently. Yeah, I mean, there's still mostly. I thought you meant in this playthrough, that they'll. I can focus on the others now. Yeah, maybe. I know, I feel like just the Takuma, I feel like saying, oh, that character looks a bit down is a bit of an understatement considering what we just saw. Like, I don't know, I feel like being down in this situation is completely normal because we've seen characters die and that's something that should upset you if you have emotions. Which I'm assuming they people do. I love how Saki's outfit matches Floramon perfectly. Like, it's exactly her colors. It's like if this was on purpose. She dressed up for Floramon. She has, like, the same purple and green kind of gradient. Like she's just got matched perfectly with Floramon because they're wearing the same outfit, basically. So that's cool. So yeah, if what y'all said was true, like, it's kind of sad if we don't get any mention of her illness or any explanation other than just, like, she has an illness. She's just the plot convenient sick character, which is a trope that likes to be used in anime. Like Hikari never got sick again except for when it was immediately relevant in the first adventure. And it was never mentioned again. Yeah, I mean, in Zero Two, when Hikari had the depression episode and vanished into Dagomon's ocean, uh, they could have had it because she was sick, but no, they had something else that they were never going to mention again, at least in terms of the anime. So that's kind of weird. I was about to say, oh, Woods by the School, that's when the evolution is, and we're getting Professor and Agumon, I don't know. I'm just looking for other characters who could maybe have some evolutions, I don't know. I like that this is I've checked my affinity guide and a good scream is the answer, and I'm just like, oh, mood. Like, samesies. Yeah, I like Zero Two. I have a lot of issues with Zero Two, but I have a lot of nostalgia for Zero Two, so I love it. And yeah, that's kind of sad about the Edramon. Interesting thing about that episode is that a lot of people complained that it was never really addressed again, and that story felt like it had like a part 2 that was never addressed. But in the comic books, and I did a video on this about a year or so ago, but in the comic books that Australia and Europe and the UK got for Digimon, they actually did wrap up that arc. And they wrapped it up in kind of like a cute way. They had like, instead of the Infinity Stone arc, they used like these slabs, and the characters had to go across various parts to like reclaim these slabs that Arukenimon and Mummymon were after. And Hikari basically goes to the beach to find this slab, but it ends up being kind of like a portal to the Dark Ocean. And then we find out that Dagomon actually works for one of the Demon Corps, which is Marine Devimon. So he's kind of in cahoots with them. So he comes back to fight, and just let me get my affinity sheet. Yeah, so they come back to fight, and he wants to drag away Hikari back to the Dark Ocean to be his bride, because of course he does, because that's what he said that he wanted to do in the anime. So Hikari's like, hey, no thanks. And then Dagomon's like, no. And yeah, so what happens then is that Tailmon evolves to her Mega form. So she evolves to Magna Andromon. Not Magna Andromon, Magna Dramon. Not to be confused with Magna Andromon, different Digimon. Yeah, so then she beats Dagomon, defeats him finally, and it also ties into the Demon Core arc of Adventure 02. So that's kind of cool, and we address it finally. And that's it. She defeats Dagomon with Tailmon's Megaform. And also that means that that's the first time that the Megaform ever happens instead of, I tend to use Holy Dramon, but because this specifically is an English exclusive, I'm using the English terms. But yeah, Holy Dramon is easy to say. It's such a weird one because Magna Dramon, not to be confused with Magnamon, also not to be confused with Magna Andromon, both Digimon that appear in 02, both Digimon that have very similar names. So yeah, I just already went there. Why am I going back there? Yeah, so that's super cool that they did that finally in the comic books. But yeah, that would be the first her first evolution to it, even though at that time the games had already come out. Oh, sorry, the movie had already come out. I have no idea where I'm meant to be. Kaito doesn't... I wish the text at the top went a bit faster, since I'm talking right now. Of course he doesn't. He literally just watched his sister die. That's not a surprise. I'm not surprised by that. Maybe it is one of the other areas that I have to be in. I did talk to the professor and he was just like... Oh, what's here? Oh, it's one of those ones. I talked to both of them and that I'll go back and talk to them again in case like there was something that I missed in what they said. But I did talk to them, unless I have to talk to them twice for some reason. Yeah, I did talk to them after... Okay. Okay, the answer was to talk to the bush. How foolish of me. I should have thought about talking to the bush before. Oh, the bush. I like how everyone's just like, oh, the bush. Oh, bush. Like, yeah. Yeah, I hope I get Palmon too. I love Palmon. And now I'm gonna go back to being confused. Maybe now I talk to the professor. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I have to go to the shrine area. I just want to progress the story though. I'm really invested in this story. I love Palmon. I love catching Digimon and making friends with them, but I'm pretty sure I had to fight Tentomon here last time as well. Hello. Yes, this is my second playthrough. So I'm New Game Plus, and I'm doing the Harmony path. Which is super exciting, because... I mean, by exciting, I mean heartbreaking. Exciting probably not the words to use. Oh, that was the wrong answer? Oh dear. Apparently I can have Kaito for this battle despite him having a moment at the moment. Where am I? Who do I want? I want to level up my dudes. But yeah, I guess I'll try not. I won't select that option next time. In my next playthrough, which is the when I do moral, which I'll do next. Oh, he makes little buzzy noises. Wow, that's a gruesome name. I'm just gonna put it on auto because I'm lazy. Okay, it chooses Dynarexmon as the full power option, which makes sense because that's insane range. I'm still incredibly happy about the Ceresmon medium. Yeah, I don't like, I think people calling it save scumming, I don't like doing that. Like, once I've done a thing, I may as well do a thing. In that case, I am using guides for my second playthrough. In my first one, I kind of just went with whatever option felt right to me. which meant that I missed out on a lot of affinity. For this playthrough, I've got an affinity guide, which I've got on my other monitor. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's another reason why I'm using the affinity guide, because when I was just going with whatever felt natural, I didn't get any characters to Mega, except for myself, as in Takuma, which is scripted. The other characters were kind of sitting at, like, either adult or perfect. Okie dokie, well thanks for stopping by. It's nice. It's always nice to chat to someone. I hope you enjoy the rest of your playthrough. I love to hear about other dubs. Like, that's pretty cool. I'm very concerned. Why is she like, don't follow, no one follow. No one go there. Everyone come back to the school and, I don't know, twiddle their thumbs or something. Scroll TikTok or whatever the kids do these days. I have so much concern for literally every single character. I actually like Cross Wars. It's not my favorite series, but it doesn't have that much wrong with it. Like, I don't mind too much. There's just a, yes, affinity. Oh, good, we're going to the library. I really hated that last time we went to the library. That was just... I really wish that we didn't have to go to the library. That was just... No, I don't like the library. I didn't like the fact that the bookshelves were in the way of everything. That wasn't cool. So, yeah, not looking forward to the library. I forgot that the library existed. I was honestly hoping that we didn't have to, include the library. I thought that maybe we'd go hang out at another spot, maybe the dam again. I don't know, it's been a while since we were at the dam. Why don't we check out what's going on at the dam? Nope, we're going to the library. Alright, let's go to the library. Yeah, Young Hunters was just... I enjoyed Cross Wars, but Young Hunters was just kind of... I mean, it was fine. But... I don't know, I don't really care too much about Young Hunters. It's definitely at the... near the bottom of my listing, but it's still better than Frontier. Ah, good. We're gonna hallucinate the characters that have died. I love when we did that last time. That was really, really great. See, this is kind of annoying that it seems to be playing out the exact same way that the Wrathful ending went. That's a scary face. Yeah, I'm like, why do we have to go to the library? Yeah, the illusions, yeah. The illusions are not fun. Okay, it's good that, you know, the true and moral endings are both different from the Wrathful and the Harmony ending. Just because so far they seem very similar, those two. I guess it makes sense why people suggested for me to play the Harmony route next. It'd be cool if Renamon's evolutions change depending on what ending that you're playing. Like, that'd be cool. Do I still have... No, I don't. Cool. I was about to say I should not have him in this battle. Because he ran away. I do like the auto battling. Oh, and this time we're going for Mugendramon, which is interesting. Last time I selected full power, it wanted to evolve into Danarexmon. I think it's a translation error in terms of the changing in pronouns. I think that it becomes, though it does become more like consistent once we have the reveal that Haru is Renamon, and Renamon just prefers and feels more comfortable being in Haru, like her Haru disguise. Yeah, still can't get over how cool Ceresmon Medium is. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, her range is incredible. Yeah, I think Renamon being in this game was already kind of like spoiled to me, but I didn't know the context in which it was in the game. And yeah, the voice definitely gave it away. In terms of the Arukenimon that we see in Chapter 3, that one, if we hadn't just had Arukenimon use a similar disguise in Ghost Game, I probably wouldn't have been able to predict it. And yeah, I think Renamon in this game is male. Not to open the Digimon and gender can of worms, which seems to be a huge thing whenever it's brought up. But I feel like this Renamon is in particular a male. It's really funny that the Gabumon, or Garurumon rather, is never referenced again. At least in, I'm assuming he comes back for like a truthful playthrough or something, I don't know. Though I guess Moral would also make sense because that's the War Greymon path, the anime path. Nobody tell me if it does, like how it comes back. But it's really funny, it felt like it just didn't exist anymore for the Harmony and Wrathful endings. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a good Arukenimon, like how in Ghost Game, how we have a good Mummymon. That's pretty cool. Big fan of that. Where's my affinity sheet? Free bat. Yeah, it's good to have a good Dracmon. That is cool. Yeah, I don't know why we haven't had a good Arukenimon. That's a good point. Like, I do like when we get evil Digimon in one part of the franchise, and yeah, you're right, in X Evolution, but Mummymon is horrifying in X Evolution, just because that's just how he's animated. But yeah, I do like when we get like, hey, this Digimon in this universe is super evil, but in this universe, super good. And yeah, good Vandemon too. I love his, when we get that evolution and he's just got that giant smile on, because for some reason, the artists decide that when they evolve in Digimon Survive, they always have the dumbest grin imaginable, and it's just really nice. Give me more affinity opportunities with Aoi, please. Don't know why my voice just broke, but it definitely just broke. That's interesting that this text is slightly different. Yeah, this part feels like it should be the same as the previous playthrough. I mean, it's let me skip past before. Maybe the words just are different. I hope there's no library in the truthful path. I just think it was scary because they're characters who have died, maybe. Like, not necessarily that they're corpses, because they are just illusions. It's not like they are literally just zombies. They're just illusions. Yeah, Saki and Floramon saying that was definitely just terrifying. Ah, good, the bookshelves, my nemesis. Next run, I mean, next run's moral, so I'm still gonna have to let him die. I would assume. Yes, there we are. I mean, that's just my understanding, right? For the truthful ending is the only one where I'm going to have to let the characters live. Which, by characters, I mean Ryo and Shuji. That's just my understanding. So next run, I guess I'll focus on Kaito again, assuming they don't... assuming he doesn't die there as well. And Miyu getting to make... and Aoi. Which, unless I get a chance to get her up in this playthrough. I'm just gonna prepare this thumbnail for an upcoming video that I recorded today. I need to put more assets in my thumbnail making. Yeah, for the sake of not truth, I have to kill Ryo and Shuji 3 times. Like, the poor dude. The dude cannot take a break. I mean, what I'll be doing for Moral is that I'll be, from the very start of Moral, I'll play by myself until the part 8, same with this, well, the end of part 8 rather, same with this one. And then I'll play from part 9 and the end of 8 onwards. And then, once I'm done with that, I'll go back to streaming, like, part 1 and part 2, and then sort of like how I did for the first run. Oh yeah, I'm expecting to love the characters and have a lot of sad moments with them. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that Ryo has become like their favourite character in the truthful ending, which I'm super excited to see. Yeah, everyone says that. No one says it about Shuji though. It's what I'm saying, like, Shuji's just kind of like an average dude, maybe, I guess. But yeah, looking forward to playing it one day. I mean, a lot of people suggested that I do leave it to last, and I think that does make sense if it's the you know, it's literally called the true ending. So I feel like anything after that will be kind of like a step back, if that makes sense. I guess the writers couldn't find their way to write out Shuji being a bad character, I guess. I like Lotmon. I've seen a lot of people say that they like Lotmon, but not so many people saying that they like Shuji. Poor guy. I need to make more assets for my for my thumbnails. I'm just looking at the thumbnail that I'm making for an upcoming video. I'm just like, I need to also do ones where I've got updated hair. Because, yeah, I have different hair from then. Very different hair. And yeah, some of these are like a year old. From when I first started putting my face in things. I'm multitasking. I'll be in the battles. I'll be multitasking. It's really funny whenever there's an illusion and there's that repetitive nature of going through each character and seeing their illusion. It's really funny. Like, the first one, it's kind of like, okay, you can kind of see how you'd get tricked, but then when you are continuously tricked by the illusions, it's kind of like, come on, shame on you now. And I guess that makes sense because the game is like, it doesn't know which ones you're going to talk to first. But it's kind of weird that it keeps on tricking me. Yeah, I'd be really interested to see what these oh, that's why I'm not the active layer. What these load times are like on other consoles. Have I selected the right layer? Yes, now I have. So that'd be cool. Okay, which characters? Things that cover some ground. I mean, I don't mind too much about the having characters that I unlock or not. Like, I already have Plutomon, that's pretty cool. But I do see your point there. But I still feel like I want to leave Truth till last, because again, it'll feel like, I don't know, it'll be like it feel almost like a step back just for me anyway. No, I'm not going to use that picture. Multitasking. Yeah, no, I get your opinion there, because you're right. You do get to have any of the characters you unlock there. Where did I even paste that? Apparently, I didn't paste it at all. Of course, I didn't. Can I skip through this because I've seen it? No, it's apparently different. Now I'm going to be tricked again by the other remaining characters, who all of a sudden are evil. Where am I? There I am. Literally right there. Hey, new follower, hello. Now I'm going to get tricked by the other characters. it's really nice to see that she's happier in this playthrough. The Minoru one should be the same, right? Because it should be the exact same as in the Wrathful route. Now it's not letting me skip. I don't know, I feel like Doki Doki Literature Club looked like a different kind of game. At least Digimon Survive looks more like what you're getting. I mean, it's called Survive. Like, surely there's a little bit of an indication about things may not go particularly well for characters if the game's called Survive. Where am I? There I am. Falco, what? Ah yes, this is the indicator that this character is an illusion because he's not caring about his Digimon. Oh, memeing. Oh, I thought you meant the warning beforehand, which did I mention that I think I did in one of my other playthroughs, but when I started that game and I had the warning, I was like, what? This is a cutesy anime game. Why is it giving me that? And then, like, yeah, it just kept on going. It kept on being not exactly the game that I expected, but still pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed it more than I would have enjoyed the game had it been exactly what I expected. I like the game. It's a good game. Yeah, it is kind of annoying that it's not letting me skip this text because from what I can remember, it's exactly the same as the other ending. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Now he realizes that it's not Minoru. Again, see, it's really weird that he's being so naive and, like, just trusting that these characters are, I don't know, the ones who are not his friends. Yeah, these load screens, they always feel like they're longer than I remember. Dum-de-dum-dum-dum. Oh cool, I can use the others now. That's nice. I really hate this chapter. I mean, I like the content of it, but I guess I was so excited by the evolutions and also by everything that happened in part 9 last time, part 10 last time, that I had forgotten how much I hated the rest of this chapter. Like, while it had a great ending to it, this is probably why I forgot what happened, like how to get there. Yeah, I forgot that we have to do all these weird, repetitive battles. And that's, I guess, something that I didn't mention in my review, because I guess I kept on forgetting that these sort of battles happened, or these sort of chapters happened. But there's a lot of repetitive nature in this game, like how in Chapter 5 you have to wander... Yeah, you're right on the money. Like Chapter 5. There's a lot of moments that you just kind of are wandering around doing the same thing multiple times. And Chapter 5 is a great example of that. So you get in Chapter 5 with wandering around the dams and talking to the characters, and they have their... It's exactly like Chapter 10, actually. There are illusions, and you keep on getting tricked by the illusions, and you kind of have to see each character deal with the illusion. But Chapter 10 is similar how it has illusions, but this time you're the one who's interacting with these illusions, and you have to defeat them each time, and then you kind of rescue the real version of that character. So that's like, I guess, that's something I'll mention, or I'll try to actually remember to mention in my full Survive video when it comes out at the end of the spoiler, the spoiler 2-month thing. I forgot a better word to describe it. And that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that from Truth, that it will be fairly new. It'll be like an entirely new game. Almost like it's New Game Plus. But it'll be different because there's 2 characters that weren't there early on. Like, I'm wondering how I'll stream that. I guess I'll stream the chapter. I'm just trying to work out how I'm gonna stream. Yeah, I just remembered that I probably will stream some of the moral path at the start, just on the basis that I'll be getting a different adult evolution. So I'll probably just stream the first bit of it, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then again, I won't play it again until I'm up to the end of Chapter 8. And yeah, that's something that would happen. It's not just the characters, it'll be just a new path as well. So that's pretty insane that not only do we get this game, we get a separate story, basically. Which isn't too bad about these paths being so similar. Oh, these things are so gross and horrifying. I love them. I mean, yeah, for Truthful, again, I'll be going for Tuskmon in that one, because I didn't get Tuskmon in my Wrathful playthrough because I was doing it naturally, and then when I tried to get Tuskmon in my Harmony playthrough just to unlock it, because I already had the Harmony one, Tyrannomon, that'll be new content again. No, I mean, like, I want to stream that part because that will be technically new content, because it'll be a different evolution. And that's what I'm also thinking for Truthful. No, for Moral, rather. I'm gonna level up Labramon. I do really like that you can the way that you play the game determines how Agumon will evolve. Like, that's something I'm a big fan of. When the game first revealed that Agumon was the main character's Digimon, I was a little bit bummed about it. Like, it was like, oh, that's boring, we're just gonna have the boring anime evolution lines. And yeah, I was kind of, a little bit disappointed about that. So, big fan when they revealed that you could change that evolution. Yeah, I'll be only picking Moral in Moral, because it's all I'll need. But in Truthful, I'll be picking, I'll want to get Tuskmon in at the start of that. I'm thinking anyway. I'm trying to remember how to inverse the selection in Fire Alpaca, so I can make a pretty thumbnail for these videos that I started to organize. I'm getting notifications. What kind? Are they any exciting notifications? No, not exciting notifications. Yeah, you're right, it does. Which is an interesting voice that they give Mugendramon, because usually Mugendramon's voice is kind of like more monstrous, but they've given it a more like human one, if that makes sense. Like, I guess because this one has more of a personality. I'm still so hype about Ceresmon being in this game. Like, that's just so cool. Like, what a good choice. Okay, so it's kind of like the Wrathful ending and the Harmony ending. They're kind of like paired together, and then I guess the moral ending and the truthful ending are also paired together in that regard. So that's interesting. Yeah, well, that makes sense, because like, if recruitable Mugendramon's a beep 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 boop robot, like that makes sense, because it's more of a monster. Like, this Agumon is my friend. Again, I am very happy about the skip text. Like, that is pretty. That is a good feature. Oh, good. We're getting the professor. Oh, this is right. We get the reveal of the Can I skip this part? No, apparently I can't, even though I know it's going to be the exact same as the reveal in my last playthrough. See, that's cool. Now, time to save this thumbnail. I love multitasking, doing productive things. I'm doubly productive. I'm streaming, but I'm also making this thumbnail for a video. Even though making this thumbnail would take me a lot less time if I wasn't also paying attention to this. But I like being productive. I really wish I could skip this part. Yeah, that's something that I expected from Digimon Survive, being it Paragon or Renegade like in Mass Effect. Like, that's kind of what I expected, but it's not as simple as that. There's no real evil option, because you're not an evil character. The Wrathful ones don't even feel like that wrathful. Like, I chose Wrathful naturally my first playthrough, but I didn't feel like they were, you know, angry or mean responses. Sometimes they were fine. Like, it felt realistic responses. It didn't feel like it was overly optimistic or overly positive or anything. It felt more like it was realistic. Like, reasonable responses. Thanks, Minoru. Yeah, I guess that's kind of like what Wrathful is. It is kind of weird, the differences in your actions will impact what character gets moments. I still don't know. I guess that's like the butterfly effect, right? That something as small as like a butterfly flapping its wings can change so much about a day. Which was probably my favourite episode of Scrubs, when they touched on that, when they did 2 different ways that the events can go. That's not very nice, Renamon. I love Saki. She's so cool. I still don't understand this moment. I didn't understand in the last playthrough, I don't understand it now. Like, what is the point of what's happening? Like, why were they all coming up and hanging out with Agumon for a hot second there? Yeah, this was a long battle last time for memory. Again, out of all the chapters, I think chapter 10 and chapter 5 are my least favourite. No, apparently not. Apparently it's just not giving me the choice to evolve Dracomon, because he's having moments. Even though he has, like, the highest affinity. So that's kind of a shame. Yeah, I have to defeat all the enemies. I kind of wish it was just Talmon, but no, I have to defeat them all, and they're just like a billion enemies. Which I guess makes sense, because they've given me a lot of guys to fight a lot of guys, so that makes sense. And everything's so spread out. At least I've chosen some characters with some fairly good range. Except right now where I can't reach it. Oh yeah, in some of my playtime by myself, I went for the first Mugen collection one, and that was pretty fun. Oh, so close. What if I move here? Can I reach it? Nah, I can't. Just move it here. reach it? Oof, also no. But if I move here, I can, I think? Sort of? Yes. Gotta love Mugendramon's crazy wild accuracy. Like, gotta love that. Oh, it's not giving me the choice to talk as Dracomon, that's weird. Oh, I just did it because it gave me something to do, which was kind of cool. Even though I don't have her Mega Form, I do at least have Plutomon, which is kind of same. Like, that's still pretty strong. Can I attack anything? No. And I also get Ceresmon. Oh, wrong option. So it's kind of sad that they're not letting me use Dracomon to talk, despite having quite high affinity with him. Yeah, this Plutomon's dabbing, first of all. But yeah, assuming this battle will go faster because I've got Mega Forms this time. Yeah, the true boss. Yeah, it's because he's not in a good mood. Yeah, they did the same to, I couldn't have Labramon do it in the last playthrough either. Apparently it didn't let me fly on the bookshelf, which is sad, considering I have wings. I do want the box, but I'm actually not gonna aim for the boxes. Let's talk to you. Whoa. I always forget how much range they give me. Okay, got him down to low health, but not enough to do anything, apparently. Ah, damn. Wait a minute. Aha, success. At least they're all kind of close-ish together. Wow, that rain is loud. I'm not sure if that's coming up on the microphone or not, but yeah, it's definitely raining at the moment. It's raining quite a lot. Oh, how the turntables. We're doing a lot of almosts, apparently. I mean, we already did actually defeat Taomon, so I don't know what he's so upset about. I can't attack... Oh, apparently I can attack through bookshelves. That's cool. Oh, I missed though, but that makes sense. Yeah, I am now the jerk. I've decided I do actually want that box. Give me your box. Cool. It is kind of weird that, you know, I've got Labramon evolving to Plutomon here, and the talk ability gives me healing. Like, yes, it is I, the merciful Plutomon, will heal you. It's just kind of funny. I think it's amusing anyway. At least this battle doesn't seem as bad as it was in my first playthrough. Not that it was hard, it's just I felt like it was annoying getting around all the bookshelves. That wasn't super fun. But it does help that I've got some pretty good range with the mons that I have. Apparently that attack can't fire through the bookshelves. I think there's just one left, right? Yeah! Yeah! The turntables! Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Plutomon did have good intentions. It's funny, Plutomon, and I guess Aoi and Labramon to that extent, they also, they wanted, harmony. So that was really funny, that they wanted harmony in the Wrathful ending, and this is the harmony ending, and, we don't have that same sort of thing going on there. So that's funny. It feels like the harmony and Wrathful endings were swapped. Considering we also have this ending being very much Kaito wants revenge, so wrathful, and his actions are wrathful because he wants this revenge. He's got a lot of emotions going on. The bookshelves are transparent. I can see Ceresmon through that. That's fun. But yeah, it's really funny that the harmonious ending has someone being wrathful, and the wrathful ending has somebody desiring harmony. So I guess they are, you know, two sides of the same coin, I guess. Unless it was just mistakenly swapped, which would be funny. But I don't think it's that. I think it's meant to be that on purpose. I would assume anyway. Horrifying. Oh no, the battle that I hated wasn't the last one. It was this one. I forgot that we fight amongst the bookshelves twice. Yeah, I don't like chapter 10. I mean, I'm still enjoying this game, and it's not gonna like make me hate this game, but I am honestly remembering how annoying this part was. But again, not that it's a huge issue or anything. Unless I'm misremembering. But yeah, this seems a lot, it seems very similar to the Wrathful ending. Just with different characters. It'd be kind of cool if we got different evolutions for Renamon depending on what was happening. Like, that'd be cool. And now I've got the hiccups. That's cool. And yeah, they do. Oh, here we are, the hiccups. Yeah, the Renamon only has the one line. Which is a shame. I'm gonna put this on auto because I'm updating plugins on the website and putting in these thumbnails into their posts for when I eventually release these videos. A bit of a behind the scenes look of what the video production process is. Plutomon. It is so funny that I'm using Plutomon. I'm easily amused, what can I say? Yeah, it's... Chapter 10 has such long battles. And they're so similar. It's the exact same bookshelves arena. Like, honestly, I feel like they could have just combined this with the other one, or have it, like, beat Talmon or something, and then have this evolution, like, halfway through. It feels like it could just be one battle. Because it effectively is. It's just got a longer cutscene in between it. But honestly makes chapter 10 feel like one of the longest chapters. Especially because it's got that repetitive nature of you keep on finding each of your friends, but they're an illusion, and then you wake up the real one after fighting with that the Renzoku that's hanging out and making that illusion, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, and the first time it's fine. I think I remember saying that it felt a little bit repetitive the first time, but it is a shame that we're doing the exact same thing in the Harmony playthrough as well. It just makes it feel like a little less special and unique. Yeah, 8's definitely the shortest. Like, that one, especially with the skip, like, I finished in no time at all. Like, looking at my playthrough in my VODs that I've got on YouTube, Chapter 8 and 9 together took me 3 hours. In comparison, Chapter 10 took me 3 hours. The first time round. Or, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Chapter 12 took me an hour and 46 minutes. Chapter 11 took me 2 hours. Most of that was crying about Piedmon. What are my other ones? Part 7 was just under 3 hours. Part 6 was 2 hours and 17 minutes. Wow, Part 3 was 3 hours and 22 minutes. I think that was my longest one, which would make sense. Like, Part 5 and Part 10 being the longest would track. Oh no, Part 4 was 3.5 hours. Part 3 was 2.5 hours. And parts 1 and 2 were 4 hours. But those were 2 parts that I did in that one. But no, I think it was, I already was in a bit of a chunk of part 1 from the first one. But yeah, so I put part 5, did I say? Yeah, part 5 and part 10 pretty long. But not too different. Like, a lot of them were hanging out in the 3-hour mark. But then again, those are stream hours. If I was playing alone, maybe it would have been faster. But then again, if I was playing it alone, I probably would have looked at the optional extras. So I would have been looking for those little memory bits from using the camera. I probably would have done more of that were I playing alone, so I don't know. But yeah, chapter 12 I think was the shortest. Except for chapter 8, obviously. But in terms of the ones I played by myself, by itself, an hour and 46 minutes. I'm sure that was interesting to someone, right? Surely. Wow, the rain's just going just berserk. Like, wow. I hope, one of my dogs is scared of storms, so I really hope he's okay. Yeah, that battle wasn't too bad, but I did have it on auto and I was talking the entire time. Just making sure that my, things that I did were doing the thing. Yeah, I might have to, like, in my other playthroughs, I might have to, if I'm doing them alone, I might try to get them all. Because, yeah, with Moral, I'll probably start it on stream just to get the evolutions, maybe, I guess. But then again, I mean, it's just an evolution, it's not too much else. At least in this playthrough, I played most of it because, on stream, because I was missing out on a lot of affinity, and I didn't have those ones. So if I were to stream it, it would be just the adult form and the perfect form. Yay, Renamon is friend now. Oh god. Yeah, how'd you lose track on the character having a moment? Like, honestly, come on, y'all. If I had a friend, and their little sister just died in front of all our eyes, I probably wouldn't let that friend out of my sight at all. I know that would be, if he wanted to be alone, I would respect it, but I also were like, hey, but also remember that there are monsters. I think that I'd be a little bit of a helicopter. Renamon, stop giving people visions, basically. Yeah, Kaito's gonna murder someone. I'm glad that someone remembered Lotmon Dark Evolving and then eating Shuji. That was wonderful. I love Dark Evolutions. Yeah, I would be very watchful. Especially if the guy's been freaking out the entire time. I don't necessarily, like, I wouldn't just let him walk off mid-conversation. It's weird that happens in media so much, that, like, people will just leave mid-conversation in media. But in real life, if someone did that, you'd be like, hey, buddy, where are you going? Like, I feel like people leaving mid-conversation doesn't happen in real life as often as it does in media. But yeah, so that's part 11 time. So that's exciting. So I will save here. Because I probably won't play, but I've got other stuff to play. I'll manage to not play between now and Thursday, I guess. I'm liking streaming on the same day. It's nice having a sort of plan there. So I guess I don't like the fact that we're getting Kaito backstory now. That makes me sad. I really would have liked to have him evolve because, yeah, 81 affinity. That's so sad that I don't get, maybe she gets to evolve, maybe. But that's sad. 81. That's so close. I mean, not close. I mean, it's over 70. I just would have had that evolve. Hopefully I get hers up. Should do, right? Surely. Yeah, surely I'll be able to get that up. But in any case, I think I'll probably have them all for, a playthrough in the future anyway. At least the truthful one with everyone surviving and that. And I'll know who to focus on. But yeah, so I'll save here. And I'll continue on Thursday unless anything comes up. So make sure you are following me on Twitch and Twitter and I guess on the Discord server as well, so you know when I'm streaming, though it's always the same time, so roughly 6:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays and Thursdays unless anything changes. Of course, that doesn't limit me from streaming on other days. If I do stream on other days, check out Twitch, check out Twitter, check out the Discord server, and make sure that you've got notifications on for Twitch or whatever. I don't know how it works. I'm still new to Twitch. Give me a break. But yeah, so thanks y'all for coming and chatting as I play through part 9 and 10 of Digimon Survive's Harmony Path. Super excited to see how that goes. Is Adris here? No, my husband is downstairs playing Dota probably, or the vampire game, which he likes. Yeah, Rio, I'm kind of like excited about learning more about, in a playthrough where he doesn't just straight up die. I miss Brady too. I very much miss Brady. I'm hearing him talk very loudly downstairs. I'm assuming you're one of his Dota friends. The next podcast, it's every Sunday, cause that's when Ghost Game comes out, which, is always exciting. I love Ghost Game. Bobson Dugnut, please play Survive, and also please watch Digimon, and then talk to Brady about it, because he loves Digimon. That's his favourite thing in the entire world, is people telling him about Digimon things. His favourite thing in the entire world. But yeah, I'm really excited to know more about Rio in the truthful playthrough where he doesn't, get murdered. So that's exciting. But yeah, so I just really want to play part 11 now because so much went down in part 11 in the playthrough of the Wrathful Path. But yeah, so wrapping up, Bobson Dugnut, you've thrown me off my groove. I had words. But yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching that VOD, comment, like, subscribe, etc, etc. Whatever they say in all the cool videos. I'm still trying to get 12,000 subs on YouTube by the end of the month. It's looking pretty surprisingly positive. I only need just over 100, I think I said. But yeah, so check that out if you haven't already. Check out my Linktree, which is linked on Twitter if you want to find me and different ways to stalk me across the internet. So yeah, wrapping up now. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever, and thanks for coming to the stream, and I'll see you on the next one. And I need to find the stop streaming button. That's always good to see. Do I think I'll do both, just before I finish, do I think I'll do both 11 and 12 on Thursday, or just 11? Honestly, it depends on how long it takes me to get through part 11. I was thinking that myself. Like, originally I'd only planned to do part 9 tonight, but because I got through it in less than an hour, I figured I may as well just do part 10 as well. So same story for part 11. I like to keep these streams to under 3 hours just so I can have a sleep at some point. I do like sleep. I do appreciate doing my sleeps. So it depends on how quickly I do part 11. If I can reasonably see how far... Your favourite Digimon is Patamon. I like Palmon. Patamon's cool, but Palmon's the best. But yes, so are they in this game? Yes, Patamon is in this game. You can have Patamon in this game, which is important. And Quick Mercury. Why does that sound familiar? Is just all of Brady's friends now stalking me on the internet. That's cool. I used to play Dota. Fun fact, I played Dota before Brady played Dota, so that's actually my thing. Even though I'd already stopped playing by the time I met him, it still counts. If you check on Steam, I've been playing it years more than that. Hey, I got a heart, that's nice. But yeah, so yeah, with my next stream, I'm not sure if I'll play part 11 and 12. Depends on how quickly I get through part 11. But yeah, so thanks for coming to this stream, y'all, and also thanks for coming by, all of Brady's friends. Tell him to watch more Stranger Things with me. I'm sure he'll really appreciate that. But anyway, so thanks for watching, thanks for coming along, thanks for chatting. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!